very
Bring back up
very
is unmuted
soft.
and undeafened.
Oh, these are
She's a
so
very soft girl,
beautiful.
so
She looks very Faye-like in these. I love it.
Yeah.
thank you, Alexis.
So, as we're getting back to it, you guys had just taken them down, and you know what? I feel like playing this. This is your congratulations. You beat the 3-stage boss fight music. I don't apologize.
Nice.
Give it a moment.
Yeah, I knew it was
Oh
take
my
on me.
god.
All right. Anyways,
Hootie, you didn't decide to take a mid-game shower this week?
Not this week, no. I luckily took one earlier in the day. I
Yeah.
had that well thought out plan.
don't mind me.
So-
I'm gonna break
That is a
my
good idea
off-brand
for the
soda.
break use, though.
And also,
So-
Moon was here last week, so that helped my decision to take a shower.
Yeah.
Skada, I just
What
sold
is
you
the
for
right-
12 hit points. I know you can heal later, but
No, thank you. I appreciate that.
and then I'm also going to do a. I know Arthur, you're a little peckish there, so I'm going to do a
Definitely.
cure wounds on you here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah,
don't think it rolled. There it went.
Silas is gonna walk up to Arthur and just go, "You seem a little hurt. Let me help." And he's gonna put his hand on his shoulder where there's like a cut or a burn, and just like press in a little bit with his thumb, and then walk away without casting a spell because he's out of spell slots.
Nice.
Silas?
I'm sorry, I'm out. I don't know why I lied.
Well, don't put your dirty fingers into my cut then. I don't want an infection.
He'll be fine.
Yes, thanks to Larxus, I'll be fine.
Yes, he will. Yes, he's quite good at what he does.
I'm gonna take a look around and just make sure everything's fine. You guys clean up around here for now.
Yes.
Yes. Clean up.
Thanks
I'm
for the
going
help.
to write down the not description, the report of what has happened here.
Yes, yes. Why are you so insistent on that, Silas?
Because I'm just good with my words.
Hey,
Oh, yes?
you got yeah. Oh, you came back to the take on me. I said this is the victory music.
Awesome.
So the thing is, I think with everything you guys have just shown to be a display of how to put it, great victory, display of goodness, greatness.
I believe the word is awe-inspiring, jaw-dropping, fantastical awesomeness.
That's more than a word, Silas.
Words.
Well, can I
Hyphenate.
ask you guys first what's guys' names? I assume you're part of the Plum Ravens.
Yes, indeed.
Plum Ravens.
Plum Ravens. I'll give him a deep bow and say, I'm called Arthur Callamore.
Silas is gonna do like that one leg behind the back bow and he takes his cloak and flaps it and the birds fly off and they he's gonna go, "Silas, at your pleasure."
Silas! Alright.
I kind of put my shield down so I can kind of rest on it. Take my warhammer, swing it down, slam it kind of down the ground. So I'm Larxus.
Loxus? Were they, yeah, he just, like, looked like he was remembering something for a second. You look, mighty.
And indeed he is.
Imani, she sheathes her rapier, brushes some of the slime off, and says, "My name is Imani. Um, do you need help burying your dead?"
He looks at you for a second, and after you say that, he brings himself back up for a second and looks you dead in the eyes and go, "No, it's okay, but you lot seem to be that of a good lot, and with everything that you've done here, I feel like you deserve to know some truth more,
Then
such
what it up?
such as I do know the reason why they have come to attack us.
I was wondering.
If
Which is, I'll need it for my report.
um, I ask you to listen to the full story before you go and doing anything like that. If it wouldn't be too much, could I interest you in offering you to a place of more I'm trying to think of the word. I'm so lost. He's just trying to get you guys to a private place.
Say private. Yeah.
I
course.
suppose. Um,
I think Imani's a little bit hesitant because and I'll say she speaks up and she says, what about the river? Um, the poison.
His disease.
Can we solve that first, or is this conversation important enough?
I believe this conversation is of utmost importance as
Understood.
you dealt with. Did you deal with whatever it was that was making the poison sick? The sick poison? But lake? Fumbling
Uh,
on
we're
my
not sure.
words?
We're not
Not
sure.
exactly.
Well,
Well, what did you find, Silas?
We found.
Imani?
But by the way, we, as in myself, Amani, and Anne, who seems to be
oh. Sorry,
expressly missing.
Where is Anne?
I believe this counts as desertion.
What?
Oh, well,
Uh,
if she's missing. I mean,
she
when
will-
exactly did you lose track of her?
No, I don't lose track of anything.
Then where did Anne go?
Great question. Amani, did you know where Anne went?
I do not. I was.
would you
I
both
was-
care to give me history checks?
Uh-huh.
I almost didn't miss Anne. So
Oof.
small. And always shooting that web that never hits anything.
I mean,
Panic.
I don't know. You guys don't know. I don't know.
It seems like she has showed her true colors, and she is yellow.
And to be clear, you have lost track of her.
No. She has deliberately left on her own fruition.
And you don't know where or when this happened.
On the
No.
way to the fire. Imani just she's confused. She wasn't really keeping track of Anne. She was kind of like, okay, combat's done. I saw fire, and I ran towards the fire.
I will say, she was with us for the majority of our walk back. Is that not correct, Amani?
Yes.
So, somewhere on the latter half of our walk, she clearly, might I add, cowardly ran from a imposing fight that we were heading towards. I think it's
Well-
Joe's case.
It's certainly entirely possible. I'd like to also mention that you did meet enemies in said woods. And it's not
Yes.
that far outside the realm of possibility that said enemies had more people that you did not see who took Anne.
I look at Amani, I'm like, is he saying that we got jumped without knowing it? I
I
think he is.
think so. I'm not sure.
I think Amani and I would have would have seen ourselves get jumped.
You didn't get jumped and got jumped, and you were not paying attention. And it
Well,
takes a lot less to jump a fairy than one of you, to be
maybe
fair.
it was a rather large frog.
Or a
that
net.
got-
All
Either
I'm
way,
saying is we should go at some point. We should go back, retrace your steps, and see if there's any evidence. That's all.
fine.
I agree.
Always like what I
Also-
say originally.
What about me?
1 second, you.
We will be right with you, sir.
DM. This guy's arm and scimitar are laying on the ground, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll pick up the scimitar. Can I do an Arcana check to see if it's has any kind of magical properties, or if it's just a regular sword?
Unfortunately, it is a regular scimitar. I will just tell you.
I drop it on the ground. All right, let's go.
You would have felt it. Trust me.
DM, also, just a reminder, I want to use my tattoo to write the report as we did everything correctly. There were 0 casualties, nothing wrong happened, and Silas was the hero of this story.
That's what I figured.
Wait, what about the 2 casualties?
There were no casualties.
There were no
The
casualties.
Plum Ravens did everything
Yo,
right.
can you do a persuasion check on when someone's writing something or reading something you wrote?
Nope, my tattoo specifically deals with forgery.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
Like you're not
Yeah.
forging. You're just lying on paper.
It's got to do with a lot of documentation stuff. It's just the
Okay.
name of it.
Oh no. Okay. Over the
That
table,
is
I'm
an
like,
interesting
oh
tattoo.
god.
I'm just saying, you guys never wondered what Silas's tattoo did.
Also, throw in Amani did very well.
I just
Wait.
like.
When
Ah.
she reads
Imagine
this
it's like
back,
the-
she's gonna be pissed.
He's not reading this. This is going
Yeah.
straight into the hands of whoever it goes to.
Alright.
At least he's gonna try and keep it that way.
Okay. Yeah, I think Amani, one looks back at that where the monster like kind of dissolved. Is there any like parts or anything like that that we can harvest really quick, or is it just gone?
There are 6 eyeballs and an acid of myster. There's enough acid to like scoop up a little vial of Mr. U.
And I think Imani turns to Silas, who was harvesting the owl bears earlier, and says, there are remnants of that creature, that I would like to see. Could you help me harvest?
Yes, ma'am. One moment. As he rolls up the paper and stuffs it back into his little pouch, and he's gonna go and help you out.
Oh, how long is that going to take? With this delightful man wants to speak to us about.
You're more than capable of handling the, you know.
Lead on, fair
All right.
sir. Arthur and I and Skatha will come with you to hear your story.
Oh, splitting up
How
again.
long does it take? How long does it take to harvest stuff? I thought it was like quick.
I kid you not. It's 6 eyeballs and a scoop, like a vial scoop. It'll take you like 2 seconds.
We're
Oh,
picking
yeah,
these
we can meet it.
eyeballs up like marbles.
Yeah. We'll grab the eyeballs and tag along.
Someone's gotta write that in their inventory. That's not me.
That's not my
I'll-
inventory.
I'll add the eyeballs. Silas can have the vial because I'm sure he's got.
Oh. Sure.
Alright, is everybody ready for this guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna follow him.
So,
Yes,
I'm going to
Silas continues writing.
stop this music as I put on this music. A little bit down.
Where does he lead us?
Yeah, he's leading you into here, which if you look closely, you can see a lot of it's kind of been rummaged and ransacked through. as he kind of waits for the rest of you all to kind of get in here.
Kinda
Tiny.
small, buddy.
Well, come in.
Um,
Get close.
Al, is there a window we can open?
What, did you fart?
No.
Again?
I only smell your breath again.
He will be closing the door, blah, blah, blah. As he's kind of like thinking to himself for a
touche.
second, as he's like, see, the thing is, I'll get to the point. They're after one of the 6 map pieces. As he says that, all of you are instantly confused, probably. Have any of you ever heard of the legend of the Gold Manzana? That's also,
News.
it's also news unless you are, a lot older.
Not
I don't
familiar with it.
have.
Perhaps you can remind us.
I think I have the history skill. No, religion. My bad. Of course, I know about it, but maybe you could tell everyone else just in case.
You're all gaslighters! You're all gaslighters!
I'm rolling insight. I'm rolling insight.
Yeah, me too.
What? We were rolling inside. Oh, what are you talking about? Get out of here.
I'm Larsis, bro. You can't pull it over on me.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, where's your deception roll, man? You gotta beat theirs, bro.
I don't. Deception.
Roll up.
Let's see how well he could gaslight. You're not a good gaslighter.
Roll for gaslight.
Stick to fighting, huh?
Yeah.
Gaslight.
Yeah. Anyways, well, it goes like this. I'll give you guys a second to prepare in case any of you note takers feel like it's your time to
Yep.
shine.
I'm ready.
I'll take it.
1 second, please.
Lord dump, Lord dump, Lord dump, Lord dump, Lord dump.
I told you I was waiting to get to this.
Okay, I'm ready. What was it called again?
The Legend
The
of the
Gold
Gold Manzana.
Gold Tamara. That's Manzana, not Manzana. Never mind.
All of this work for a map?
It's
A part of a map.
more complicated. I'll start from the beginning. So I'm going to probably just go through this all at once, and if you want me to go back on certain things so you can write stuff down, let me know.
Okay.
It all started in, well, I shouldn't say it like that. Legend says that a very long, long time ago, gods had roamed this world first, making and destroying whatever they see fit. Trees, mountains, volcanoes, you name it. Until one day they got bored. So they created a couple of things that had their own will and thought. They created the first human, elf, dwarf, and orc. All made in a perfect way. No need to eat or drink. Never age and even perfect health. However, there was a simple rule to follow. Don't eat any fruit from the Golden Garden. But curiosity can be very hard to resist. So, they went into the gardens and saw many fruit. However, there was one that stood out. A tree more beautiful than anything you could even imagine. And you know what's hanging from that tree? 4 golden fruit. Now, it's unsure what the other three are, as it has been lost in the translations, but the one that is always there is a golden apple. Everyone had taken a fruit and ate it, curious of its taste. But with that, the gods, well, they weren't happy, as they banished them to now live on this world with everything negative life has to offer, gaining the ability to age, need to eat and drink constantly, and health that had to be constantly kept in check. With the four banished and powerless, they secretly hid a seed from their respective fruits. That's when they wished for something by complete accident, revealing that each of them got a wish granted for eating the fruit. But not thinking of the choices, these were the wishes left behind for the end of the story. I wish prosperity for my descendants. That's the apple. The rest, I don't know which fruits, but I know they were. I wish to help everyone. I wish I wasn't here so I can think. And I wish to have the power to survive this world. They were said to that they each kept the seed of the fruit, but the one who took the apple wrote down their location as to never forget it. But greed soon overtook people. As time went by, a decision was made to tear the map into multiple pieces and spread it throughout the kingdom. And I know you all must be wondering how me out of anybody, would even know any of this. And to tell you the truth, it was given, this information and the map piece was given to us by some kind of wandering sage. I couldn't give you details about him, as this had been passed down for a few generations, to say the least. So, I'm just telling you what I was told, outside of what was told to be a pretty cool hat. And that's all I really have.
DM,
Yes.
inside check to see if I believe he doesn't know where he got it from. Like, he only knows that it was a traveling sage.
Make an insight roll.
Oh, maybe 11.
It seems as told.
And
Have
how many
you-
pieces are there to this map?
As I said, they were ripped up into 6 total pieces.
Silas is like leaning in super hard. So, if someone were to have a piece of this map, that would probably come with some influence.
Well,
And danger.
there is a lot of that, but one of the things that we were told to do was to keep this map piece safe by that wandering sage. So I really wish I could give you more answers than I really am giving you, but as he takes out from a cupboard, which he looks like he does ding, 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 a couple things to open up another thing that opens up another thing that opens up another thing to reveal one small kind of piece. And it looks like a shred, like one shredded piece of paper, like shredded off piece of paper. Because you look at it, it does look like parchment map, but it looks empty, with like a gold trimming around one side of the map.
Do you think we could keep it safer than you? Maybe you should give it to the Magical Night Squad, the Plum Ravens.
Well,
Yes, I think that would be a very good idea.
I honestly wouldn't have even mentioned it if I didn't think about potentially giving it to you. All I want to do is ask, if I do give you this map piece, if you can at least just promise that there'll be more safety around, and I won't have to sleep at night thinking I made the wrong choice.
Well, it
We'll
is
keep
our
it safe.
job.
We've replenished our numbers, so we are stronger and plan to patrol this area more often, so you can sleep better at night.
Yes, we'll make sure that our best arcanists come by and make sure your runes are up often. Isn't that right, Arthur?
Hmm. Arthur's kind of like lost in thought. He's just kind of looking at the mat piece, and he's just like, yeah, yes, of course.
Well, thank you. I hope whatever happens that you all, well, I wish good luck to whatever happens. As you can see, we got targeted for an attack just now. It's not something that I don't even know how they even knew we had something. I denied them the whole way through, but they, well, like I said, they ransacked the place and they came by just that second time. And honestly, you all saved us. So, thank you.
I'll reach
Well,
over and
simply,
gently take the map piece from him. Thank you so much. We will keep this safe.
Yeah, yeah, you should probably get on to the lake.
Silas is going to. For two things. First of all, he's going to change how he was wording things in his report to make it sound as if they need more supplies and they sense this attack, even though we did everything right and there was nothing we could have done better. Uh, they still need extra supplies, and any supplies sent would be helpful.
So, I will tell you, this will shape a lot of things. Is Silas going to write down this information or leave it blank for the information you just got told?
He's leaving it blank right now. We're gonna he's that's a decision for Captain, not for him to make.
Alright.
Um, but then Silas will look at Larxus and go, if you'd like, I can hold on to it for us.
I'm not sure that's necessary, and I'd like to take a look at it if you wouldn't mind. Just to see if there's any magical properties to it before we do
Let's
anything too rash.
let's talk about it here in a minute, guys. Is there anything else, good citizen, that you can tell us about the map? Maybe why there's nothing on it except the border?
He just looks at you like, no, he really has nothing else. He's like swearing up and down like he's told you everything he could.
Silas, do you think you figured out what the disease was coming from, or do we need to head up and look at the camp you were talking about?
We should definitely take a look at it, but honestly, I think we have bigger fish to fry than a couple of scoundrels. Silas is normally pretty upbeat and jovial. He's very serious right now. What we have is important.
Very
We should
important.
take it back.
Imani says, I can't
Sorry, did we ask him where he found the map?
It was given to him by a wandering sage.
Guys, can you
Yeah, it is given
From
to
Can you
him
hear
by
us?
a wandering sage.
where?
Hello?
Did you ask where?
It was here in the town.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Where was he wandering? Where were they? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have anything to ask Money.
No, I see they're catching him.
Yeah, Imani speaks up and she says, I don't want to see any more unnecessary bloodshed here. So thank you for trusting us with this map. With those that are more not to insult but those that are more capable of defending it.
In all honesty, I just wanted them to not be in the wrong hands. And I've seen some of those other magical knight squads, and well, they wouldn't even take a look at us if I'm to be honest.
Well, we certainly are the right hands. You have made a good choice, friend, as he kind of puts his hand on his shoulder and says, the Plum Ravens are for the people, as you know.
I will remember that. Gosh, he's just turning more and more into an old man.
I literally was like, yeah, this is an old dude.
So what do we want to do now, guys? Do we go back to the captain, or should we try to figure out what's causing the disease in the water? Because we don't want him to get any sicker.
We should be sure about the disease. I also would like to just go back into the wood and see where Anne has gone, or if there's any evidence as to where Anne has gone.
Are there any
Absolutely.
other
Yes, and
Are
if
there
I
any
catch
other
it-
chores for us to do?
Oh,
Sir?
Oh, well, it's really kind of up to you. I think you guys helped us plenty enough outside of the river that still needs to be fixed, but once that's up, I think we should be good.
After that, I am not splitting up from you all. I mean, you two could have died.
It was close.
we would not have died. We would have been fine.
I didn't say you would have.
With the
I said you
eagle in
could
the
have.
sky.
Do we want to take a long rest and then head up the river to see if we can figure out this disease?
That would-
You guys hear something? Something that sounds like it's
Oh,
almost
sorry.
flying over.
I
Go to
turned my
step
phone on to
outside.
silent.
Anybody
I
that goes
can't-
outside, anybody that goes outside, you see a giant, almost appears to be flying ship similar to Anne's,
Hey, come on!
except it's bigger and different. And
Does it?
hold up, and
Sorry.
with that, I want you all to give me a perception check, as it's not going towards this village at all, or the kingdom. It's going up in like a random direction.
16.
Thanks.
20.
Nice.
Well, some of you passed it, so I don't. You'll probably say it anyways. So yeah, 16, 20, I got it. You guys see as there is a dangling, like, chain.
Wait, I don't remember how to do. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
The skills are the big list. You have to just press the perception one.
It's closer to the bottom.
Perception.
I think it's in alphabetical order. It is. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Do I notice anything special about this ship?
Oh, there it
with
is. Okay.
my-
So
with my history.
Just click the number.
Just let me get to it.
Well, that was low. I'm not paying attention.
No worries.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so the 16 and 20 got it. So you two see a chain dangling down, and what looks to be a kind of semi-decently big glass bottle. And just from the look at it, and you can actually see from here with those perception checks, it looks to be in that glass bottle, miles
Oh
away.
no!
Oh goodness.
Oh
Oh,
no!
Is the ship flying any colors that I can see?
So it was similar to the ship that Anne had rode in before, but it's like a completely different ship. But that's to say that it's like a flying ship, so it's just it looks like a regular like gallon ship, but it's with the wings going kind of up. And like I said, they're already miles away, so even if you were to try to do something at this point in time.
No, I'm just saying, like, can I tell if this is a ship that would have been on her side, my side, if this is like...
It would be, I would say, her side, and I'll just leave it at that.
It looks like our friend Anne potentially was not being as truthful as she could have been with us, because
It also-
those are her own people.
It also looks like she was jumped, Silence.
Not in my care.
Possibly, possibly she was taken back to the Feywild to either continue the fight or
Good riddance.
stand trial for something.
Well, whatever the reason, that question is answered now. I don't think we can do anything about it. All we can do is inform the captain.
Yes, exactly. I don't like this surge in Fey population. It is bothersome. Hopefully they just take a direct route home. As his eyes are just like very furrowed brow, looking up, watching this airship as it leaves.
Well,
None of you are gonna give an honorary send off with the magical knight symbol.
Nah.
Nah.
I think Imani does.
Oh.
Yeah. Silas spits on the ground as he walks, like still furrowed, looking and watching.
Well, then I think we're done here, Octwin. I mean, it's safe to
flip in water.
assume. Well, I believe it's safe to assume that was taken care of. I suppose we can go check, but
Well, you know what assuming does, Arthur.
Can we take a
I'm
long
just-
rest before we head out?
I don't want to sleep here.
I like that answer though. This is peasant
So
people
whiny.
here.
Arthur,
Yes.
I'm sure the beds are actually softer here than in the
They're made of
green
hay. I don't think that's true.
promise they're
Well-
softer here.
Then, how about this? I'll test the bed. And if one, it's comfy, and two, I come up with no stains, I'll be willing to sleep here.
What do you do? You have a blacklight spell?
Jesus Christ.
Do you have the gaslighter spell?
It's
Silas
part of my
definitely
part of my race. Comes with it.
Mhm.
Good
What's your
sir.
class? Gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss.
I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say it. I'm just gonna straight up say it. This is all left up to you guys. This is your full RP time, as this is pretty much. I think even with the time we have, will be pretty much you guys doing all that, getting all the way up to going back to the Plum Ravens and everything. So this is up to you guys how you do stuff.
Alright. So,
Yes,
first of all, whose beds are we sleeping in?
I'm sure that some of the lower folk would love to house us for a night.
Is that okay to call them lower folk? Because I wanted to, I just didn't know if that was proper.
Imani says, no, it
Oh.
is not okay to call them
Oh.
lower folk.
I meant lower born, nothing of insult.
It is not
Ah.
okay to call them lower born either.
But,
Anything,
but if they are,
Manny said him
Anything.
right.
anything that suggests that they are less than is not good.
okay. So I couldn't
Gatha
call
nods
them uneducated.
agreements.
Well,
What'd you say,
I'm-
Arthur? Sorry.
I couldn't call them uneducated, even if they have not read a book in their life.
Correct.
correct. I'm sure
Silas,
some of
that's not what you said before.
I called them lower born, not uneducated. Uneducated would be simply insulting.
That's not insulting if they're uneducated. I would say I'm weak. I'm very physically weak. That's not an insult. It's just the truth.
I'm sure some of the more lived would invite some of us into their homes.
Gatha says, "Excuse me a moment, but I think the best way to approach this is to perhaps offer them some food, which I could cook for them in exchange for some of their sleeping quarters if we
I
need a rest."
suppose. I mean, we
Do
did
you
save
carry
the
that
village, but
many rations?
I think a grand feast would be Nice. To commemorate
we,
the dead.
we have to remember this town has been struggling to produce food on its own because of the poison lake. We're asking them to throw a feast for us.
No, I just said we would give them food and cook for them.
I certainly don't carry enough food with me to feed a village.
I
Well,
thought you were gonna eat here. I didn't bring anything.
I'm sure we could go buy some or give
I'll
them
go
money
buy
for some of
some
their.
and come back again.
That's a full
Mhm.
2 days travel.
Is it that far?
Yes.
Imani speaks up and she says, let's talk to the captain about providing them food.
I have already
After we...
asked for aid in my report.
Oh, perfect. Let's get this poisoned water situation solved.
Well, let somebody drink it, and we'll see.
Larxus, do you still have... What?
His face.
Nothing. Go on.
Spell! You had the detect poison spell.
Yeah, it's just like you said it right after I said what I said. So.
Oh. I wasn't even focused on that. I was just thinking like, oh yeah, we can easily figure out if it's still
Bro,
poison.
his face was so good.
But Larxus, do you
Yes.
still have the power to detect the poison in the river?
I'm all tapped out today.
That's how we all.
That's why you were asking for a long rest. Understood.
Can you?
That's why I'm saying.
Can you all give me a? Actually, what's your passive perceptions?
16.
13.
13.
I don't
That's
know
on
where
the
to look.
left-hand side beneath saving throws.
Fantastic.
Box
Anybody? Let's say anybody with an 11 or up will see this. Sorry. Here we go.
Sorry, passive wisdom perception?
Yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
Senses?
Yes.
12?
Yeah, you're fine. So pretty much, I think everyone sees this as what looks to be a kind of smaller girl, what you would guess to be a child with pigtails, is kind of like looking from the corner of a building at you guys.
Child, do you have a bed?
Yes, he has
I
a
must
bed.
test it.
The moment you
That's not how you
slightly
approach
yelled at her, she like hid back more into the.
Scatha puts her arm towards. Sorry, what's your character's name? Arthur, as if to just silence him a little, and then
He looks very
slowly
offended.
goes down on one knee and extends her hands out towards the child and says, "Is there anything that we can help you with?"
I didn't realize Scatha was good in charisma.
I just wanted to give you guys this for saving us. As she pulls out to you what looks to be the size of a ring and the shape of a ring, but it's a rat.
Scatha
Rat ring.
slowly goes towards the child and takes the rat and looks her in the eye as she's down on one knee again and says, "Thank you very much for your gift."
Would you
Is
care
there
to make an investigation?
a tour? How do I do that again?
Go to your skills with that big list and go
It's
to
Just roll it?
where investigation. Yeah,
Got
just
it.
roll it.
Let's go.
Oh.
All right,
Good
you
roll.
have succeeded in the roll of finding out what this is. I will send it to you. Here we go. Let me just do this real quick. There we go.
We do have a.
That is up to you if you want to share that with the rest of the party and basically show it to them. But there you go.
Of course. I'm not in this alone. Can you just send it to the group for me, please?
Put it in
I feel like you'll be
It
quicker at it
is
than I
in
will.
the chat, the voice
you.
chat. I did tell you exactly what it looked like.
Yep.
Mhm.
Oh, look at that. And speak to rats while tuned. That's sick.
+2 to stealth checks. Wow.
Mm.
Good.
Who has the best stealth?
that
I
would
know
be
who has the best
I
stuff.
am.
Yeah.
Katha once again thanks the child and asks her if there's anything else that we can do for her.
She kind of starts like running off.
Please tell me she's running off giggling.
Yes.
Good. Gatha walks back to everyone else and shows them what the child gave her.
Oh,
Interesting.
maybe this should go to whoever we might need to be the most stealthy.
Maybe it should go to me, because I no, I'm just kidding.
Scatha, if you'd like it, it very well can be yours.
Who needs to be the most stealthy?
Well, that would be Silas, of course. Both in words and in form.
But
Alright.
if,
Silas, if everyone agrees and you want to take the responsibility of this, you can have it. Gatha says as she extends it towards Silas.
Silas looks at it and he goes, I can't.
It's a rat.
It's so gosh.
It's a
Silas,
gift.
be a big boy.
Yeah, my
Put it
Put it
goodness.
on your finger. You don't have to look at it. Put the rat side on the bottom of your hand.
Everyone has to look at it. I mean,
Yes. He's worried about how he'll look if people see him with a rat on his finger.
It's a
I mean-
small rat.
It's a rat.
I'd have to, and he like holds up his hands with like every other finger has a ring on it that has like,
Oh,
he's like, I'd have to remove one of my cans.
may I add a suggestion then? I have this beautiful gold chain here, and I pull it out of my pocket. We could put it on this, and that way you can have it, but still hide it underneath your cloak and use it in times of need.
This is one of those items that takes a little bit longer to get used to, and to be able to use.
Perhaps there's a store you could have it worked on. Have it painted gold.
yes.
Excuse me?
Yes.
Can I also offer a piece of my gratitude?
Of course, child.
Yes. Yes.
This one isn't a child. This is a
Yeah, I think
woman.
that's a woman or something. She looks
Of
thick.
course, woman.
Yes,
You're most
She-
welcome. Thank you.
She's very petite. I just don't have the good things.
Look.
It looks, and I'm just gonna say it straight up. What she's trying to give you guys looks to be a scarf that's
Like a
made
scarf.
out of eel.
Oh.
Cool.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Would you care to
Bonnie.
give only? This is also one of the rules. Only one of you can give an investigation, but however you can help them.
Arthur, would you look over this, please?
Oh.
I'm gonna
it's-
cast guidance on you. It's a cantrip.
Oh,
Gives you
I
plus
guess.
1d4.
And I'll give you the help action. I'll hold it while you.
Yeah, thank you.
Imani takes it, and is it like slimy? Is it like how? Like what is it? Like how does it feel?
Let me take.
You get to roll a 1d4 on that guidance.
Yeah, I
check.
did.
Let
Okay.
me take a quick
That's
look
an
at
11.
this.
I saw that red one, and I thought you rolled a nat one.
No, I just rolled a 6 and a 5 on my actual rolls.
You know what? I'll give it to you. I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. I can
Okay.
also just cast Identify.
Do you want me to send
have
it to you
to roll?
personally or in the chat as well?
Send to me personally.
I can't even say anything because Silas would do the exact same thing.
So that's up to you how you want to see that. So there you go. Have fun with that one.
Imani's just holding it, like waiting. Like, what does it do?
What do you, dude? You're not playing your character right. Why use both your arms out, bro?
Oh, whoops.
It's only so much more worse.
Right?
It's only
Yeah.
so much more worse.
Yeah,
So, so what does it do?
I'll
I
share this
completely
one.
forgot. Thank
Okay.
you.
It helps you
There you go.
breathe underwater. God forbid you need to, and lets you swim, and it makes you a bit slippery when someone wants to grab you.
Can
I'll
I?
trade you it for the rat ring if you want.
I thought.
Well,
Oh,
first and foremost, we need to take these to the captain, and he can decide what to do.
well, this isn't from a dungeon site. This was bequeathed to us by the villagers, not to the captain.
Creep.
That's a good word choice. Nice.
Maybe we should give this to the person that's a melee but has the least amount of strength. That might get grappled.
Yes. Not me. I
So,
don't want either of these things. But it would be
Imani
funny if
or-
Silas had to wear both of them.
I really do not want to.
Um, were you
Scatha?
talking about Scatha?
What's your
Alexis?
strength?
Gatha or Imani?
What's your strength, Scatha?
13.
Arthur, do you know of
I have a 14.
moving
Mine's
My
11.
strength is
magical
13.
enchantments?
My current
Is
strength
that a
is 12,
possibility?
but my set strength is 13. Sorry.
I will remind you that both of those require attunement.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Silas?
I don't know what that means.
Is there any way to move an enchantment from one item to another?
Without knowing the answer, I'm gonna say no, there isn't, unfortunately.
DM?
Goodness. Can we just? Can we just?
Silas
If Silas is gonna take it, just let Scatha keep it over the
Yeah.
table.
It
Can we
would.
move on, please?
It's very dependent, but these things are no. You cannot.
Okay.
These are like
Then
the
no,
items themselves are magical and not like there's runes on them.
Yeah. You can keep it, Scaffa.
Yes. And perhaps Amani should get the scarf.
Yes, I would like the
Sounds good.
scarf. I need some help swimming.
Now you can't be
Yes.
grappled.
I
awesome.
imagine so. It's difficult with one arm.
It's very difficult.
Oh, of course. Yeah, that would be best for you with your lack of appendages.
And for flavor's sake. Oh, sorry. Just really quick. Just for flavor's sake, I think the scarf kind of like sits on her and over the arm, like the.
Yes,
I
I was
knew
thinking
you were
that
gonna
too,
say that. I
yes.
knew you were
Over-
gonna say that.
Over where
Yes.
the arm is missing.
Perfect.
little
And
slap
she'll
That's how I
noodle.
wear my scarf.
Yeah, she'll use it as a second arm when she's trying to swim. If she ever
Avocado,
needs
don't
to.
break that one. We
Hmm.
just bought it.
I'll turn to Silas and say, what are the beautiful creations of magic? The things that are pretty to wear and
I know.
aren't embarrassing. This is ridiculous.
Oh, I should also mention, yes, it does. It does feel slimy. However, it does not like radiate slime. Like it's not like it's constant slime going down. It just feels
Kind of slippery.
Yeah.
Where's the more magic items like this one as he bangs on his chest plate as it like dazzles?
Yes, that's beautiful. That's one of the first things we found. I suppose, given where we are, we shouldn't expect the most beautiful things.
Well, why don't we rest tonight and then?
I still have to check a bed, Silas. I'm not just gonna sleep anywhere.
You could just sleep outside, you know.
Sleep
Is there
outside?
is there
Of course.
a
There would be no stains, and you could sleep under the stars.
No, darling, no.
over the table? Is there like
Or perhaps.
some type of like who would we talk to for just information about the town?
Well, you guys were talking to the mayor before.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, cool. So Imani kind of steps back into the room that they were in before, to talk to the mayor. It says, "Excuse me, do you have any lodging available?"
Well, we can clear out some space for you guys. Yeah, we can.
Our cleric needs a place to rest so that he can detect poison again. So that would be very, we would be very grateful
Yeah,
just
over
for one
here.
night stay.
Yeah, that's all good. That's all good. Over here. Over here. As he shows you into here, where there are 2 available beds. However, there's like a lot of room in there, but there's a lot more room than some other places. But the 2 beds are the only thing he can really offer, as most other places are kind of being taken up.
Um,
I think Amani speaks up and calls Larxus over. Larxus.
Yes.
You probably need the rest the most in order to provide quick help to these villagers. Arthur or Scatha, you guys are heavily injured. Um, would either one of you be able to share the other or take the other bed?
I
I'm
find sleeping
fine
outside.
now. Well,
Unironically, sorry, my first thought about this whole thing was why not just do the the brother thing where you're like head feet.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah, like Charlie in the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could do that.
hey, how do
Thank you, Amani.
these
Good
beds
night.
look?
Well, you see, Arthur, you put your head on the pillow, and then you lay down, and you
Yes.
go to sleep.
Larxus is already asleep.
I'm not
Snoring.
asking how they work.
I like
I'm
lay down and
asking, does it look comfy, Dion? Is it a good bed?
Oh, sorry, not over there. Larxus over here.
oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Larxus is just asleep.
I'm like,
right
where
in
is he?
person's bed.
It looked like an inn. I'm out. There's a bar and everything.
Yeah, it's set up like that, but it's still bare bone-ish. They got a
Natsu, are the
couple
bed
things. Uh,
are the beds comfy?
give
I'm
me.
asleep.
This is gonna be one of those Constitution saving throws. As he's a dwarf,
Oh.
I honestly would say he doesn't need to make nothing because he would sleep on literally anything.
I'm not sleeping here.
Man didn't even want to make a Constitution saving.
Man is bleeding out, and
No, not
will
bleeding
not.
out. He's okay now. He's fine.
How much HP do you have?
I got 18.
Oh,
Arthur,
okay.
Yeah, I
Cool.
got
I
healed.
thought it was like who has like
I
3?
think while you were gone,
I
Larxus healed
healed.
me up.
yeah, Larxus healed him while you're gone.
I
Got
healed
it.
Skatha as well.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, Larxus over there
Okay. My
talking in
brain
his
is like,
sleep.
people are dying right now. Yeah.
They're help. They're
Uh,
help.
Arthur, would you like my bedroll?
Hmm. Have you had any visitors to your bedroll lately?
No, I haven't
Then
used
yes.
it in quite some time. That would make 2 bedrolls for you to lay on, and it would make it quite comfortable, I imagine.
I don't know, quite comfortable, but perhaps passable.
Passably.
Why does that make me want to try us like a snuggie and a snuggie?
Yeah.
um,
Well, why don't Amani and I take first watch? Just
We're
while
taking
everyone
watches?
is no, just to make sure that nothing else pops up in the
this
first
town
couple hours of.
this town has been targeted.
Yes, and we
So
killed the one targeting it.
we will take first watch.
So, I'm gonna wake up Larxus. Larxus,
Mm.
just
What?
can I look at that map fragment for a moment? I just wanted to inspect it.
That's fine, but if you take it, you better protect it with your life, or the captain will have. I
I'll
hand
just
to
put
you.
it back in your pocket while you sleep.
Okay. Okay.
And during this long rest, I would like to attune to
The scarf.
item.
Yeah, during our first watch, while the sun.
Can I attune to the ring? Sorry.
Yes.
How do I do
Yeah.
that?
You just
Just
say you
say
do.
it.
Yeah.
No, there is a. Oh yeah.
Because
You
it's
can't.
not an item
So in
on.
my lovely bush outside where I'm sleeping, I also attune to my lovely rat ring.
Yes.
Nice.
I was gonna say, you're just gonna have to like fill out the attunement slot like it's being used because it's not an actual item on D&D Beyond.
We'll help you do that a little bit later.
Yeah.
I think. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Make
By
sure to click
we,
long
he
rest.
meant him.
Yeah. Click long rest up at the top above your walking speed. There's a short rest, long rest. Click the long rest. That'll remove all your markers and give you full.
Thank you.
So, during our first watch, as we're kind of walking around the town, Silas is just going to hop up on one of the fences and look at Amani and say, "You know, Amani, I've kept a close eye on you these past couple of days, weeks, as we've been progressing. And I knew from the fresh batch of rookies that came in that you were a part of, that you were the one that was worth the assault. I could tell. You know, I can sense these things about people, and I do enjoy working with you. And I want you to know, I don't plan on staying here where we are. I don't plan on being where the captain is. I plan on being farther up that chain. And if all goes right, I would plan on taking those who help me get there with me. And those who are worth their salt. The places of import as well.
Do you know what those that are above the captain do? And
Yes.
why they do what they do?
I have an idea. But
Could you grant me some insight? Because I need to know where I'm jumping if I take a leap.
at the very least, it's very, very rare for one person to be able to make any sort of effect in this world by themselves.
Agreed.
I want to be one of those very few people that can. Because it needs people who are dependable, trustable. Not saying that you necessarily need to be in the same exact position, but I want to take up the people who I know I can depend on and I can trust with me as I climb. Whatever position they wish to be.
Takes people of great power to carve out their own place. And I would like to be one of those people as well.
Yes. Together, many droplets make a disturbance on a pond. But a singular boulder, now that can make a real wave.
I think she just smiles. She smiles and nods, and yeah, she doesn't have any additional stuff to say.
Yeah.
And we go off to sleep. Do you trance? Is that what you do? And then I actually sleep.
He doesn't need to sleep, but he chooses to sleep.
Got it.
Alright.
I'll take my long rest. Oh.
Cool.
DM, can I do one thing for I take a long rest? I just want to see. I don't know if I can, but I want to see if there might be any like divination magic tied to the map, or like something that can locate the map, maybe.
Yeah. Over the
You
table,
can make a check.
my mind is thinking that, but I can't.
Yeah.
My mind's telling me no.
Ooh.
My body.
I hope it matters. 26.
Woo! Is that that's a nat 20.
That is.
The thing is, you do not know where to potentially find more pieces just off of this. However, you do tell there's it's like a high intensity of magic almost radiating off of this map piece. And what you can tell is there is definitely high levels of illusion magic, enchantment magic, and divination magic.
Oh. Illusion magic in regards to maybe what's depicted on the map?
I'm gonna leave it at it's undecided, as I'll tell you it does go a bit more deeper, but you don't have that information.
Okay. Yeah, I'll sneak over to Larxus and stuff it back into his pocket and take my long rest.
Fantastic. I'm assuming that's everything you guys are doing for the night, as you guys will be getting the long rest. And in case you guys plan to switch, watch if you guys want, you feel free.
Is this where we have to end it? Sorry.
No,
Basically,
it's just
it's more of like I'm leaving it up to you guys to RP the last bit as you want before the official ending of tonight.
Okay.
Is there anything going on with the moon, Scatha,
Am I healed?
over the table? Yes.
My
Yeah.
acid burns are healed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When you
Yeah.
long rest, everything's back up to perfect.
What else? I don't remember what else my thing does. I don't have my notes on me.
Over the table, I do want to say that was not like Silas, or at least it was not Silas's intention to try and form like
Actually,
an alliance, like against
Total
other people.
drama island.
He was just trying to like build a bridge and make it known that.
Or
Yeah.
So I think Silas had asked if you could change the appearance of the magical items you gave us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My
the answer was
mirror can
no.
do that. So can I use my mirror on?
No, it does it to you, not anything else.
Okay. I
Could've been
would
really cool.
I would pull my mirror out and just make myself appear as foliage since I'm sleeping outside for the evening.
cool. Very cool.
All right.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Just turns into straight shrubbery.
Yeah.
So do we want to roleplay going back up to that camp, or we want to call it a night?
Oh,
Harvest Moon does come back saying that he has, because that's what Harvest Moon was actually doing, is he was going to fix the river as it is back to normal now.
Oh,
okay, great.
Cool.
Taking care
Awesome.
for us.
thanks so much, Harvest.
I think.
Yeah, but that
even
means he'll
without-
leave the right into y'all as he leaves.
I've already taken care.
What was the problem?
Yeah, I think even without RPing it, Imani would like to stick around and help with, little chores here and there. Yeah, just whatever she can help with, muster, get her hands dirty. Yeah, after fights, she wants to kind of wind down, and monotonous, like hard labor is the way to do that for her.
Well, maybe I know Arthur's fingers are very important to him. Maybe him and Skatha could go buy some food and come back and do that feast while the rest of us help out around the town.
yeah, that sounds great.
Again,
You want
that's
to-
I
a
would
long
prefer
trip.
to go with Arthur though.
Oh, what? We're having a feast? You said to put back on this music? Got you.
If you want good prices, I should go with you.
Yeah, I would prefer to go with anyone but Arthur at this moment.
What's wrong with me? Excuse me, ma'am.
Excuse me, sir. I think I think how you've been treating me as of late just gives you some time to think about that
How
with
did
some
I treat
distance.
you exactly? I've hardly spoken to you.
I don't have the answers, but I know you will if you think on it.
I won't think on it. It's not worth thinking about.
Then I think distance will do us quite good.
Well,
even-
I think that exposure therapy would be fantastic.
Let
I
us
didn't even
go.
say that I don't think you should speak to children so softly, or you'll make them weak.
Hmm. And for that, I will bring you back your favorite fruit. What do you like?
I don't trust you to tell you.
Well then, I will do my best to guess.
I like apples.
And with that, Scatha and Silas take off to the market.
I think Amani tries to get Arthur to do some hard labor stuff.
Yeah, how you?
And- yeah, I think she says like, um, it builds character. I promise.
I have
Right, that's
far
right.
enough character.
You sure do have some.
And part
Silas,
of
like,
that
as
is
they're
not
leaving-
physicality.
Sometimes
Silas, as he's leaving, is like, "Don't forget to recast the runes."
I give him a thumbs up.
Yeah,
Not
he's not
looking.
gonna do it.
yeah, Imani's like shoveling like shit or something. She's
Yeah.
like, it's really
Literal
fulfilling,
manure.
I promise. Literal
I-
manure.
And
Yeah.
then, I mean, in case you guys didn't even see on, sorry, here you go. In case you guys didn't see this guy, your
I did see him.
mayor,
I was wondering
if
if you were
you
gonna bring him up.
if you were to care to look at the fact that he has a pig.
Yeah, he
Yes.
just
Oh my
carried a pig.
goodness.
Oh yeah, I didn't
Nice.
see him that close up.
Can we have that for dinner?
Excuse me?
Kidding.
You pay him for it. Jesus.
Not Buttercup.
Not Buttercup.
I think we've paid with our blood.
Oh my god, this ego!
Arthur almost died. You almost died. What do you mean, ego?
Skater,
I
you're on the
think some
you're on the cart heading
introspection
back
will
to
be
town.
lovely.
Silas,
Anyway,
Y'all get on the
enjoy-
road.
Enjoy
Well,
the
don't worry.
food market. Enjoy the food market.
yes, go enjoy the food market,
It
Silas.
was
But
our
come
choice.
see me when
It
you
was
get
our
Don't
back.
role
choice
play it.
to fight. No one made us fight.
Don't
Well-
roleplay it. Just get the food and come back.
Yeah.
Listen,
We're-
you
we're
get
working
food
on
and
it.
come back. That.
Don't even role play.
Please.
I will back. We got the food.
Mm.
So we've been helping out around the town, helping repair the burned
Day and
buildings.
a
and
half
stuff.
later.
Have you
Alright,
have you pet the pig?
Of course
I haven't seen the pig in a while.
Hmm.
Arthur?
Don't know what happened to it. Unfortunate. But
Sparkle!
Arthur will like mage hand a shovel and like shovel manure like that.
Oh, nice.
And Imani's just like, well, it's enough.
I
Oh,
thought so
yeah.
too.
She just keeps going. Hard work.
Because of how Mage Hand works, it's not as much manure as you probably though. It's like little tidbits.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I only have one arm, but I'm like launching it.
Kinda like, yeah, you're like holding towards the base of it with it like launched or like hooked up underneath your arm. So
Yeah.
And Arthur's reading a book outside while he has his mage hand doing that.
Skatha comes over and offers Arthur some fresh golden raspberries.
Why
By
are
the
you
way, while
offering
we
me
were-
raspberries?
I told you I would bring you back a fruit.
Why?
You can say you don't want it. It's fine.
No,
I can give it to
I
someone
like
else.
raspberries. No, that's
Arthur.
I'll take a
Arthur,
couple.
have you heard the saying not to look a gift horse in the mouth?
No.
Well, it means not to look into such good deeds. Scatha has been kind to us since we picked her up.
It's not as if I think
Good,
she's
no.
poisoning me. I just wonder where it comes from. But I will take 2 raspberries. Thank you.
I have to. This is nothing against you, Scatha. We have a bad taste in our
The fact
mouth.
that you have to proceed with that, I don't know.
No. We have a bad taste in our mouth from bringing in people who just happen to stumble into our care. The last one just got absconded by a flying ship.
Well, if it
That was
helps,
actually the best thing that could have happened.
Scatha eats 2 of the raspberries and then offers the rest to Arthur.
It's nothing to do with you, Scatha. You are
I
quite
completely
lovely.
understand, and I appreciate you explaining it, Silas.
Thank you, Scatha. I appreciate it, and thank you for the work you did today.
Yes,
You're very welcome. And Scatha goes to go cook a glorious meal. Is anyone helping her, or is it just her? Because I'm fine with that.
Imani. Immediately. Imani.
Anyway,
Oh,
after shoveling
Oh.
shit.
I was about to say I'm gonna prestidigitation her hand before she leaves.
Of course she cleans it in the river.
I'm just listen, Arthur's gonna double make sure your hands are clean if you're cooking, okay?
I mean, that's
Just,
fair.
By the way,
It feels like something your character would do. Even if you saw Amani washing your hands, you'd be like, but did you wash them
Hand.
thoroughly enough?
See, my only problem
And,
is
yeah, I keep saying hands.
I'm very bad at this, so I'm gonna be like, I don't mean any offense, but I'm trying to actually imagine you trying to wash one hand like
She uses her. You could use a rock very easily. The
You
side
can
of a
use the
rock.
tentacle arm you got now.
Yeah.
Yeah, now that I have a child always in one arm, I realize how difficult it is to like wash my hands and do
yeah,
things.
so you understand.
Yeah, but it is doable. So,
Mhm.
you know,
You've
Imani
been doing
being
it for a
someone
while.
who's- yeah, exactly. She hasn't had an arm for a while.
The food is done. Let us feast.
Woo!
It's amazing and delicious.
Celebration.
You can't tell me
Water's
it's
better.
amazing and delicious without telling me what it is. I need to know exact ingredients
come on.
now.
Oh,
And no roll?
Nah, give me.
Roll for chef, come on.
Yeah.
Performance.
how do I do that?
Give me that performance, that creme de la
Order.
creme. It's on
I
your
I do
skill
think
list.
your food like gives special stuff now though. That
Wait,
you're
yeah, she's a
keeping up
chef,
your
right?
feed.
Is that going to give us plus?
So I
Um,
roll
I think it
performance.
gets temporary hit points actually.
I roll performance.
Yes.
Well, let's go.
You still haven't explained to me what you're making.
And you do it with advantage too, by the way.
You can make it up as you want.
I sure will. Before us we have a oven
that's
roasted. That's cool.
You
Your
like
feet.
your
The
food
chef
gives
feet.
us like
Extra
extra
health.
hit points.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, so we have a roasted pear butternut squash soup. With that, we have a beautiful pico de gallo, which is avocado and tomato, onion, lime juice, and a jalapeno. So careful if you don't like things spicy, although I didn't add too much. And then to go with that, you want to bite it at the same time, is an oven roasted. Oh shoot, I can't remember what it's called. It's like, shoot, what's it called?
Not like naan or something.
Like a pretzel.
It looks like a
breadstick?
banana, but it's not a banana. It's a little bit.
Plantain.
Plantain.
Yes,
Plantain.
thank you. So oven roasted plantain with ghee, and you put those together. One is cold and one is hot, and
Oh,
combined, it's very. Oh, I'm salivating.
yeah.
How are
And
you?
then-
How are you all gonna say plantain like so casual? I'm sitting here. What the? It's a plantain. I'm like, what?
And then to finish it off with the other golden raspberries I had, besides the one that I gave to Arthur, we have a golden raspberry mousse. And to wash it back, some whole milk from the farmers down the road.
Oh, nice.
Thank you.
I like
Yeah.
food.
Yeah. No kidding.
Literally stuff I've had in the past few weeks because I'm like blessed.
Sounds amazing.
Nice.
Also, you can roll that performance check one more time just in case you get it higher. because you have advantage because I'm helping you.
True.
Ooh, what's that?
Holy
Oh, nat 20. Oh
Nat
my
20.
god.
Double
Plus
those
So this
100
temp.
food
hit
is
points.
delicious.
Nah,
Did you say double the temporary hit points?
yeah.
So instead of
Oh,
1d8
yeah.
temporary hit points, it's
2d8. Okay.
I don't,
One
I don't
D8
think that.
times 2.
I don't think that's how it works. I think the roll for hit points is just regular health, and we get I think we get temp HP equal to
If
proficiency
you-
bonus.
if you regain hit, if you're regaining health with hit dice, it's an extra d8.
I don't think anyone's regaining HP though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it would be double her proficiency bonus, which would be 4.
So it'd be
temporary.
4.
Yeah.
So 4 temp hit
Four.
points for everybody.
Yay.
Nice.
Plus what? Plus what? Sorry?
4 temp hit points. So you go to your hit points, and right next to it, it says temp, and you just
Uh-huh.
click the dashes under the temp, and you can change the number.
Yeah, Bonnie, what'd you do to make this a stylish meal now?
I think that Imani is just taste testing everything.
Well, she's my sous
Uh,
chef, so she's gonna
yeah.
be helping me chop. She's gonna be like
She's
Yeah,
kind
be
of following my
chopping.
directions.
she's
Yeah.
the rat
Yeah.
from
Chopping, she'll
Ratatouille.
be.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That's the rat is the actual chef. Are you paying attention to the movie?
No, I know what I said. That rat tastes everything.
That is also true.
That's fair.
But-
That's
yeah.
fair.
But he,
But Amani would actually be the human though.
So
But
during
yeah,
the
no.
middle, I stand up and I hold up my glass and say, "To the fine citizens of this village and to the Plum Ravens, and thank you so much, Geda, for this wonderful meal, and Amani."
Yes.
Woo!
To the Plum
The Plum
Ravens.
Ravens!
The
Woo!
Plum Ravens.
By the way, DM, I would have dropped off my report with whatever central office I needed to when we
You
went
just
to
give
town.
your reports to, you give your reports to the captain, and he
Okay.
basically does what he wants with it.
At the end of the meal, Scatha pulls out her viola and plays a lovely song.
Oh,
If you're pulling out your viola, Silas is gonna pull out his lute and start.
Let's go,
Flushing a
let's
tune.
go, let's go. Do a
Yeah,
little
I think
jig.
Imani does try to help Mary during the ceremony or during the celebration.
Okay,
because,
sorry,
like-
what did you do?
Burying the dead. They're like in the
Ah.
right now. They're in the middle of just like the air.
Nope.
So, like, we-
dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes, so after dinner,
Actually.
I help Amani. Scatha goes and helps Amani bury, or I should say dig the graves and buries the past.
Larxus is gonna do the dishes.
Oh,
I'm
thanks.
gonna pull Silas aside for a moment.
Mm.
Yes.
So this map that we found, it's at least a
Yes.
portion of it.
Yes.
Are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Are we going after it?
I believe we must.
I think it's the only possible.
I will say, I did take a bit of a look at it.
Yes.
It's not outside of a possibility that someone has some way of finding these pieces. There was some divination magic on it. And illusory. I'm not sure what exactly that entails of yet. I might have to see more pieces or study it more closely, but it's not. I would be worried that someone's going to come after it.
Well, let them come. If they come, they'll have loot. If they have loot, that means we will have loot. There's only you knowing. I'm assuming you and Larxus kind of knowing Silas's antics a little bit better, having lived with him for a while.
Yeah.
There's only so far skewed reports can take us.
Did you, Silas? What did you do with the reports?
Don't worry. I made us all look fantastic, as I always do. But we need something substantial to get us to where we want to go.
Of course, and I just don't know if cutting corners is the way to do it.
No. We're going to do this. If we find the map, all of it, in its totality, how could we have ever cut a corner? to get that.
I suppose, but
The question is, do we bring this up to the captain or not?
I believe we should. Simply from the fact that I believe Larxus will. No matter what we say to him.
This is true.
So, we should bring it up of our own volition, but
Well,
we should also do some
maybe
research.
we leverage this.
How?
We give the map to know what's going on in that freaky room.
I don't give a shit. It's just playing piano sometimes.
I'm
Specifically
so
every
curious. Every night, same time. You sleep. I don't necessarily have to.
I'm just saying it. It's just playing piano.
I feel like you guys are
What's-
having this conversation like a little bit drunk. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
This is starting to sound just like, man, we gotta get in that room, man.
Like, zoinks, man!
Yeah.
What do you
Especially
expect to
with
find
Silas.
in there?
I don't know. That's the best part.
What? But there's nothing that we could find in there that would be of any kind of aid to us.
What?
If anything, it's probably just the captain playing his own piano.
Or it could be a ghost.
If it is a ghost, what then, Silas?
Then we know it's a ghost. We live with a
And
ghost.
then we have the fear of knowing there's a ghost in here.
Well, now we're going to have the fear no matter what. I've put the idea in your mind.
No,
You can't get
it won't work. It won't work on me. But-
Yeah.
I
Maybe
find
we
it so
should
funny
leverage
that like someone from the Feywild is like, we'll have a ghost.
I'm just saying, whenever that does get revealed, I want y'all to remember this drunk conversation.
Silas has seen
Whatever
all the
happens,
weird
man.
stuff. He's just like, whatever, man. I don't care. I just want to know.
Listen,
I get it.
how long do you plan to stay in the Plum Ravens?
As long as it suits my needs.
It's a nice place, but there's far better chapters
Yes.
we could be a part of.
Well, no. That. Alright, here's the thing.
Yes.
If we. You know, I hate more work than I have to put in.
Oh, I know. Trust me, I
Yes.
empathize completely.
But here's the thing. If you and I were to go to someone like the Crimson Pandas, we're just one. We're normal there. Here we have a chance to stand out and to really take the Plum Ravens from the bottom to the top. If we do that, we're big dogs.
Listen,
then.
That's not a fair comparison, Silas. You bring up the Scarlet Pandas, a mid-tier chapter at best. What of the Silver Lions? Are you telling me if the Silver Lions came to you right now and asked you to join the chapter, you wouldn't say yes?
No, because where is the glory? If I just keep the Silver Lions where they are, I just fade into the background. But if I am the one to take the Ravens from the bottom to the top, there's glory. There's influence there.
I suppose.
But
But even still, isn't it better to stand out amongst the Silver Lions than here?
it takes much more effort.
That's... You're so right, Silas. When you're right, you're right.
And now, you and I know that we're both bound for more than the knights themselves.
Oh, obviously.
The question is,
It's pretentious as.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to figure out how he perfectly swayed me into believing that he wants to be able to make a difference, make a change, and then said, but I'm fucking lazy.
Yeah.
It's true.
Well, it's like mental gymnastics that Silas has gone through to be like, this is the path of least resistance to glory for him, but it's still going to take some amount of effort.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. The question is, Arthur, who comes up with us?
Well,
into.
Loxus, of course, and Amani.
Yeah.
I've been liking Amani.
I had a conversation with her last night.
Well, you did well. I'm surprised. The captain seems to have bad taste for the most part, but Amani was certainly a correct choice.
And Scatha is turning out to be good. I know
Yes,
your reservations were well found, but
No, I mean we found her unconscious in an alley. Considering that, she did quite well. Exceeded
I think,
expectations, I would say.
now I don't care to be the king.
No, I will be the king, and you can help me.
Yes, you can have your kingly spot all you want. I will stand at your side, if that is what you wish, but
Always by my side, Silas. I wouldn't be this far without you.
nor I with you.
I will remind you that there's technically two kind of kingly spots.
Yeah, the Wizard King and the
Yeah. I'm just putting
The
it out
actual
there.
king. Yeah.
It sounds like over the table. It sounds like Arthur wants the like prestige of it all, and Silas wants the power of it all.
Silas
That's pretty accurate, I think.
desires for influence above all else.
Yeah, influence. Yeah, influence, power. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so glad he's in this one and not my Friday campaign where we're going to be going through different dimensions, leaving behind everything.
Yeah.
No political
Yeah.
gain.
Yeah. All right,
But
I do have to get going. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I figured
I
this
think
was
that is a
getting on
great
time.
place to leave
Yeah.
the campaign, honestly.
Leave the campaign. No, leave this
For
the
now.
session.
Yeah, session.
All right,
pause.
everyone, have a good
Pause.
one. Thank you so much for
All right.
being here.
Yeah.
I'm ending the stream.